It's Madden NFL 24 on EA Sports. And coming up next, it's the Jets. Rocket Arm quarterback. After his last game, he's now across 3,000 yards for the season. It's the Jets and the Niners on Monday night.
The final playoff push is upon us. It's Week 12 of the NFL season, and we're underway on EA Sports.
And we will not see a run back on the opening kickoff. This will be a touchback. First play, and Purdy wants to throw it.
The first catch of the game for George Kittle. He'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31. I think defensively you're okay with that. Here in the first quarter, he's going to get some catches, but they rallied to him quickly.
And that's what you count on, and I like what you just said. First quarter, can you do it all game long? They catch it, you tackle them, they go down on the spot. Because when you're able to do that, and you don't give up big chunks of yardage after the catch, now you put the offense in a position where every series they have to work hard to pick up first downs, and you tend to stall them out when you do that.
The numbers last week for Mitchell. 15 carries, 56 yards.
Not a horrendous week last week running the ball, but definitely room for improvement for their numbers. No doubt they made some slight adjustments to how they're going to call plays this week in hopes they can kick those numbers up a notch.
On first down, they go back to Mitchell to about the 40-yard line. And, CD, you look at this defense, what kind of pressure are they under trying to stop a team that has won 5 games in a row?
Well, to me, it makes their job harder because you know you're going up against an offense that's playing at an elite level, and sometimes you can get too caught up in trying to play the perfect game. You're trying to be too precise, too fine, instead of just letting it rip. And I think that's more the priority than trying to be absolutely perfect.
Now a deep ball there on second down, but it'll wind up incomplete.
When you talk about this Jets defense,
they were fantastic a week ago in the win over Houston.
And all defensive teams that I know talk about creating turnovers, takeaways they call them. And anytime you can get 2 or more in a game, you've had a really, really good performance. They exceeded that number in a big way.
They'll get 17 on that one, and the Niners have a first down.
Back to the ground here. Mitchell
trying to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and no more.
The tackle by Quincy Williams. Here's 2nd and 10. Now Purdy. That's to the right sideline, and it falls incomplete. This defense for the Jets, they were fantastic a week ago in that win over Houston.
And every defensive team that we talk to, they spend a lot of time talking about creating turnovers. And anytime you get 2 or more in a game, you've had a really good performance.
And the Jets pressure too much as down he goes.
C.J. Mosley With a big-time sack on third down, it's a loss of 7. Wisnowski on to punt as he sends this one away.
And this will carry out of bounds. Where are they going to spot it now? At about the 18-yard line, it looks like.
Deputy! Deputy, Timberwolf! 19 tight, 19 tight.
Now a play fake here on first down. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down.
Second down and a yard.
Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw.
A short throw to Conklin, the tight end.
And he'll be out of bounds right at the 40. That's good for a Jet first down, a gain of 13.
I like how they work the tight end on a nice little under route there. And if you're going to give him that much space, he's not going to catch the football. He's going to run away from you a little bit, and that's exactly what he just did there, picking up extra yardage.
On first down, he'll drop to throw. This one complete to Curtis Samuel. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. Call that a very strong gain of 24.
I'll give the rookie another one on this opening drive and a first down with it. A nice start, Charles, for the first-year passer. He's come out, made a few plays, nice plays to begin this contest.
He certainly has. And if he finishes off this drive with a touchdown pass.
He rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked off by Fred Warner. And the Niners are going to take over at their own 30-yard line. So a first interception thrown for him there, and that really not the best decision either.
Not at all, and that's something he did not do in their victory last week. No interceptions in that game, but this defense, they're able to take advantage of an early mistake. Now let's see if they're going to turn it into points.
And it's incomplete. Boy, he doesn't drop many like that one. Second down. This one into the hands of Kittle, the tight end. A big play there for the Niners. 43 yards.
And as you saw right there, this is a guy with pretty good speed for a tight end. Nice job there, catching the short throw and turning it upfield. He can also be a weapon downfield as well.
Play action, now Purdy.
And this is going to be incomplete. So he's 3 for 7 throwing the football right now. Not an awful start, but also not the sharpest of starts.
No, I would agree with that, but if you're a confident quarterback and to play that position, you have to be. You just act like there's something wrong with the wind current or something wrong with the ball.
It is not you. Keep throwing. That timing usually develops.
They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up. Pretty good little two-play sequence there. You first see incompletion, then a very short pickup.
Yeah, now maybe you bring in an extra defensive back or two because you want to try and defend on 3rd down. They like to play those nickel or sub packages, don't they?
And able to catch it on the left sideline, but they're going to rule him out of bounds. So it'll be incomplete. Certainly one they'd like to have back as it brings up 4th down. And his kick is indeed good. And the 49ers take a 3-0 lead.
So, Charles, they get to them with their first turnover of the game and then make it hurt a little bit extra with a field goal.
And anytime you give the ball up, what's the first thing a coach tells his defense? Don't let them score off of this. You've got to put out the fire. In fact, in 2021, that's what one NFL coach termed his defense. The firemen. Go out there, guys, and don't let them put some points on the board.
And good coverage there on special teams as they'll get him down shy of the 20.
Curtis Samuel and the rest of the offense heading back out there now. And CD, assuming he stays healthy, assuming the health, should get to that 1,000-yard mark pretty easily.
And the best part of what he's done so far is allows him and the team.
Well, he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield.
They get the USC man, Elijah Vera Tucker.
Still first down. Got it. Ready? Ready.
They go play action here on first down. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
One thing that you're going to see from this offense is that they love the matchup with their wide receivers against this secondary. That one wasn't successful, but don't expect them to back away from attacking all game long.
First carry for the Iowa State man, Breece Hall.
And out of bounds across the 15-yard line. 8 yards on the run there, and that trims it to a 3rd and 11 coming up.
That was a good run, probably right on the edge of breaking into something really big. So the defensive guys right now are talking about, okay, what can we do to slow him down before he truly gets started?
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. And that is incomplete. On 4th down, on is Corey Bojorquez to punt. He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. And that's a 48-yard punt with the coverage holding him to 3 on the return. And the Niners will go on offense, 1st and 10. So here are the Niners to take over on offense. Remember, they're riding that 5-game winning streak, and right now in the driver's seat in this ball game as well.
Purdy going to lead the 49ers to the line, 1st and 10.
At their 35-yard line.
Drive starts with a give to Mitchell.
Call it a gain of 4 on 1st, and that'll make it 2nd down.
Well, at the end of all that hitting and hollering, it was a 4-yard run, so the offense is going to go back there and feel pretty good about themselves. Defensively, you have to feel okay because you didn't let it turn into a bigger run. But the goal, shut it down for 2 yards or less. That's when you start to feel good about yourselves.
It'll be a gain of 5, and that will bring up 3rd and 1.
So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the 1st down. Play action, and now here's Purdy to throw it. He's got his target. That's complete.
And he'll be taken down as that will take us to the end of the 1st quarter of play.
The 49ers with the football here to begin the 2nd quarter as they've got it with a 1st and 10. They go play action here. Purdy. He's got the hookup downfield to Samuel.
And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10.
Purdy sets up to throw again. He'll get this to his tight end, Latu. And the Niners are going to have a 1st and goal as the tackle is made at about the 5.
Just picking up yardage in bunches here these last few plays. They have moved right down the field, and just like that, they're going to be set up with a 1st and goal.
They'll motion out one of the tight ends. They'll bring the tight end in motion right.
They'll run with Mitchell.
And he'll be stopped about a yard shy of the goal line after a pickup of about 3.
That run didn't get very far, and I think when you're looking at his dimensions, he's a little bit on the smaller side. He's counting on the big guys up front to escort him in, and they couldn't create any kind of space for him, could they?
Yeah, didn't get the push they needed.
Mitchell again.
And across the goal line, into the end zone, touchdown 49ers.
Elijah Mitchell with his 4th rushing touchdown of the year,
as his guys are able to extend their lead.
Moody good with the extra point.
And the lead grows to 10-0. So this drive spans 7 plays, and it ends with a 1-yard touchdown run.
And out a little across the 25 to the 27.
Now the Jets offense about set to take over as they head onto the field.
Nothing for them yet from an offensive standpoint, down 10-zip as they come up 1st and 10. They'll get a yard, that's all, as they get him down at the 28.
They'd love to just strike back with a touchdown right here, and if it's a long play, so be it. But the main goal, get a couple of 1st downs, run some plays, run some clock, allow their defense to get a chance to catch their breath, settle down, and relax a little bit after they just gave up a score.
He'll let this go deep for Lazard.
And that's caught inside the 35. And he's brought down after a very nice gain. How about a 39-yard pickup? They'll take it.
And that might be exactly what they needed to wake up this home crowd. They haven't given them much to cheer for so far, and never underestimate the effect the home crowd with you can have on a game.
Pretty good looking run there on first down. That'll go for 9 yards, just short of the line to gain.
The Jets at 9-2 to start play. And they come in feeling pretty good after back-to-back victories, CD.
And I thought that they played pretty well last week. Their execution, their discipline, their resilience, all on display in that victory. I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember the last drive they went 3 and out.
On 1st and 10, it's Hall.
And this will be a gain of 6 when it's all said and done. Down to the 15 from the 21.
And when you get good yardage like that on first down, it really does a whole lot of good for your entire offense. But I love the way he's finishing those runs. At the end of things, he's making sure he gets just a little bit extra.
On 2nd down, a run with Hall.
Oh, he put it on the carpet, a fumble. And now this is scooped up by the front. And now off to the races, down the right side. And a great return as he's up close to the 40-yard line.
You remember in preseason we were going to the different training camps and visiting teams, and we always would see the running backs working out and going through those gauntlet drills, and, you know, guys either slapping at the ball or the machines. You got to learn to take care of it.
Yeah, they lost it there. Big fumble.
Pretty slow, complete here to Ayuk.
It'll go as a gain of 4, and that'll bring up 2nd down.
It's a game of matchups, and that's why you take your receivers and move them around a bunch, especially your best guys. And when they work out of the slot, you often hear the coaches talk about how great it is because it gives you a two-way go. You can break out or you can break in. That makes it hard to defend.
And Mitchell going to have a 49ers first down as he'll be brought down just shy of midfield. Purdy now to throw. He'll dump that one off to Mitchell.
So the completion good for 6 yards, and that'll make it 2nd down.
And I like the idea here. Get the ball in his hands, even if it's in the passing game. 3 catches a week ago, and he does a nice job here to pick up yardage.
And he'll be taken down after a short gain as that takes us to the 2-minute warning. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll leave them with a 3rd and 3. A reminder coming up just a few minutes from now. We'll send you to Jonathan Coachman and our crew in Orlando. Coach will have a look back at some of the stats and scores from yesterday's action.
On 3rd down, it's Purdy. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he is going to have a 49ers first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Well, things are definitely going right for them here in the first half. Pick it down, any down, even 3rd down, no problem. They get a connection there and pick up a fresh set of depth.
Touchdown! Deebo Samuel, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And his guys now an extra point away from taking a 3-score lead.
Moody good with the extra point.
And that makes our score 17-0.
Here is Wisnowski to boot it away following the touchdown.
Now a hit and a loose football. And now this is scooped up by the 49ers. And his guys are going to take over at the 31-yard line.
So problems compounding themselves here on the return. They just give up the touchdown, and now they lose.
Yeah, partner, things are starting to unravel a little bit for them right in.
And now before the ball changes hands, they're going to take a look at this just to make sure.
After review of the play, the ruling on the field is reversed.
So that one overturned. They say the knee was down, and that will not be ruled a fumble.
Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive.
And he'll let this go deep for Lazard.
And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's second down.
Dragon 60. Warrior 70.
Now they'll throw here out of the gun.
And he'll let this go deep for Lazard.
And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
Oh, that's some good closing speed there defensively because that looked open for a minute. But that's great work with the ball in the air. Never gave up, converged on his man, and broke the play up.
19 Lions.
He'll look to throw. And he will not be able to hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. The coverage strong, and now it's fourth down. On fourth down on is Corey Bojorquez to punt. That'll be a 48-yard punt, 1 yard on the return. And out will come the offense as they take over. The 49ers offense now, they get set to head back on the field.
And with still more than a minute to go in the half, time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL. You got to push it whenever you get an opportunity. You can never have enough points with the high-powered offenses that you face. And analytics will tell you, try and score when given the opportunity.
They work now on 2nd and 9. Throwing here, Purdy.
Connects with Kittle underneath. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. The 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half.
Got a man, that's out.
And they're going to have this across midfield. And as they'll stop it with 40 seconds remaining in this first half.
Once more, Purdy looking to throw.
Over the middle, complete to Samuel. And he's going to get this down near the 30-yard line. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another first down.
A gain of 13 yards. First down, 49ers.
Purdy will set up to throw it here. And trying to get it to Samuel, but it's intercepted. And the Jets are going to take over once again at their own 25-yard line. So really the first speed bump that this offense has encountered, they'd had the rule of the roost here in this first half, but now slowed up just a bit by the interception.
And there's a chance that that's a wake-up call for them because you don't want to go on autopilot too early. That team on defense is capable of making some plays similar to the one they made right there.
And now this throw incomplete, and that is how this first half will come to an end.
Past the halfway point of the season and now past the halfway point of this game. We skip halftime and get right back to the action. Set to begin the third quarter.
And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, getting set for quarter number 3 here.
This taken in right around the goal line. And they'll start this drive just across the 30. Pretty nice work on the return.
Here's the Jets offense now getting set to start off this third quarter.
Well, they look up at the scoreboard facing that deficit. A 3-score game, Charles, but look, there's plenty of time to go here. The old football cliche that comes to my mind is you can't get it all back at once. They probably need something, though, out of this drive, at least 3 points.
Are you trying to say that there's no 3-score drive on that play sheet for any of those coordinators? They just don't have it, right? You're trying to get it all back. You know you can't get it back in one drive, but maybe cut into it a little bit as you just suggested. Try and create a little bit of momentum, a little bit of a spark, and then maybe that'll carry over.
Hall again on second down.
And he'll get up to the 43-yard line. 4 yards the pickup, first down.
2nd and 2 is prime time for a little bit of a gamble, isn't it? Open up the playbook, go play action, toss that bad boy deep. But in this situation, go ahead and give it to your back. Let him pick up a first down.
And down he goes. The 49ers get there. Nick Bosa in there to get him, and on the season now, that is 9 sacks for him.
I think we've seen this before. Someone's down 3 scores. That situation there, it's just going to add to their growing frustrations, don't you think?
Yeah, a bad number 3 right now. 3-score game, 3rd quarter, 3 and out, not what they wanted. And you can tell on the sideline, those faces are getting a little bit longer as this one goes. They'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. Give him 18 yards on that one. And they'll be faced with a 3rd and inches. They'll run with Hall. And he will have first down yardage as he's brought down at the 41. 45 yards on the ground for him now on 9 carries.
Yeah, once more, strong running, excellent blocking at the point of attack. They've got a nice little drive brewing right here.
They'll look to throw here on first down.
Oh, and that is incomplete.
Offense was moving it a little bit, had them back on their heels, but they're in a brief pause by forcing the incompletion. That gives them a quick chance to regroup and try and mount a stand before they're backed up even further.
Now a 2nd and 10. Out of the gun, they run it with Hall.
And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down.
And a stoppage here. We're going to need to take a moment as a Jet was shaken up on that one.
We'll get an update when we return to MetLife Stadium. And here comes the 8th play of the drive, and they need a full 10 yards on 3rd down.
18, 5 in.
He'll look to throw. That is caught. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. 12 yards there as they keep this drive rolling. It's another first down. I don't know what they talked about at halftime. Whatever it was, it worked. They look like a different team here in the 3rd quarter.
Yeah, I doubt that there are very many trash cans that got kicked over that type of a speech. I think what they did was they analyzed what worked in the first half, what didn't, and figured out a better game plan.
Flushed out right. There he goes, right side. And he will reach the 5-yard line before going out of bounds. Turns out to be a great idea to tuck that one. Good for 24 yards.
As we both know, there was a lot that went into why they made him their first-round pick this year, and part of it was what they saw in college, his playmaking ability when things break down. As soon as he saw he wasn't getting a lane to throw, he pivoted and found an alternate way to the marker.
They'll say no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd and goal.
This is a critical sequence here for this offense. Things really haven't gone their way so far. This could be their chance to get back into it, but they've got to find a way to punch this ball in.
And he will push his way forward down to about the 3-yard line. The 2nd down play, not much better than the first, just a gain of 1 there.
His path became similar to almost running a stretch play, didn't it? Trying to find a crease, anywhere to put his foot in the ground and cut back. It just never materialized.
Dragon 60. Ready.
They'll look to throw on 3rd and goal. Touchdown, Jets. Allen Lazard from 3 yards out.
And the Jets are able to cut into this lead as they score on the opening drive of the 2nd half.
Extra point by McLaughlin is up and good. And that'll cut the lead to 17-7. Following the touchdown, here's McLaughlin to kick off.
And he'll just take a seat, and the drive will begin at the 25-yard line.
Here's a look at the 49ers offense as they make their way out for their first possession of the 2nd half.
And they were terrific in the first half, built up a sizable lead, and it's just been cut into a bit following the opening drive score on the other side. But this is a unit that has to be itching to get the football again.
You can say that again. They've got to be pretty eager because, let's face it, they've had to sit through halftime, then sit on the sidelines and watch that drive. So you can bet that they're saying, let's get on with this. We got to go out there and get some more points.
Now Purdy.
That's going to be caught by Samuel. And he takes us up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. A gain of 10 as they look to add on to this 10-point lead.
On first down, Purdy.
And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete. They don't get the hook up there, but you really have to marvel at how precise he's been throwing the football these last couple weeks.
Oh, that's the perfect word for it, precise. Because if you're at 70% or better 2 weeks in a row, you have a job as long as you want one in this league, won't you? I mean, let's face it, it's not just West Coast offense either. He's putting the ball downfield as well.
And they'll get to him after a gain of 7 to the 47.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense. Coverage was awfully tight there on third down. They actually closed off all the passing lanes, forcing the incompletion and bringing up fourth down.
So they're forced to punt on fourth as this one's away. This is taken at the 15. They'll score that a 36-yard punt, and the Jets will take over 1st and 10.
The Jets ready to get going again here on offense.
And that last touchdown drive they had very balanced. How key is that balance?
It's huge because most of the time when we talk about balance is run, pass, almost 50-50. But most of the times when you talk to offensive coaches, they say balance is we do what we want when we want to. And that means that they're ahead of the defense, keeping them on their heels.
Yeah, they imposed their will on that last drive. Here's a 2nd and 5 now from the 25.
They'll go again with Hall.
And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26.
You know that old expression, it's not my night? It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
And every time he looks up, somebody's there defensively. That was the same case on that play.
Pass taken in by his big tight end.
And he's going to be out up around the 45-yard line. That good for 19 yards as they pick up the conversion on third.
Well, a lot of times when you get a manageable third down situation like this, you have to think about your tight end, and he comes through for him, picking up the first down.
Now a play fake here on first down. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. That is now 19-yard gains on back-to-back plays.
19 Lions.
They'll look to throw now on first down. Eluding the pressure right. And this turns into a nice gain with a slide at the end. On first down, he'll drop to throw. And he'll protect himself at the end here as he winds up getting pretty decent yardage. Back now here at MetLife Stadium. It's Jet football, but they trail here as we start the fourth quarter.
Now 2nd and 3. Straight ahead is Hall.
And he will be brought down at about the 6-yard line.
63 yards on the ground for him now as he's done that on 15 carries.
Now, yes, a 2-possession game, but a good chunk of time on the clock, so they have the ability still there to run it on 2nd and short, but maybe they need to pick it up a bit.
You're right. They did pick up the first down there, but they, as you mentioned, they have to pick up the pace now because it's a 2-possession game. They've got to get there twice to make sure they have a chance to win.
Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
Looked like both sides were anticipating a quick throw there, and the defense was ready to jump in and deny it, and they did.
2 of their 3 red zone trips so far, they've come up empty on. They'll look to reverse that trend on 2nd and goal.
Hall want to give up the middle.
And the big boys up front, they're going to stop him right at the line.
And we're going to stop play here, at least momentarily. It looks like there is a 49er who's in some discomfort.
We'll get an update when we return to MetLife Stadium. Out of the gun now on third down.
He had a man open, but he missed him, and it's incomplete.
Well, the passing game right now for them, not overly impressive. Last week he hit on right at 50%. This week, he's under 50%.
And it's not just on him. Protection, a few breakdowns along the way has made him get off the spot. Receivers not getting their way open downfield. The coverage has been awfully tight. They've got to all get together and find ways to make this passing game get in gear.
After the made field goal, here's McLaughlin back out there to kick it away. And no thought to bring this one out. He'll just go down to a knee, and they'll take over at the 25.
San Francisco set to go on offense once more. Their lead back down to 1 score after the field goal a moment ago, so they'll be looking to string together a few first downs, likely on the ground as they begin 1st and 10.
And that's caught inside the 35. A big play there for the Niners. And a very appropriate gain as well, 49 yards. So now then, the big play has them all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10.
Play action, and now here's Purdy to throw it. This caught by Latu, the tight end.
So he'll be stopped here for no gain, and it'll be 2nd down.
Purdy
connects with Kittle underneath. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1.
Purdy sets up to throw again. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he is going to have a Niners first down as they're able to convert on 3rd and short yardage with a gain of 4. Purdy bootlegging it.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up. Not that time. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down.
Purdy looking to throw. And this throw incomplete. Now the defender all over him that time, but it's going to lead to 3rd down.
Once you get to the red zone, space is at a premium for receivers that try and operate and shake themselves free.
That one's incomplete.
On 3rd down, here's Mitchell.
And he'll be brought down well short of the first at about the 9-yard line. It'll be a gain of 4, but it won't be enough. It leaves him with a 4th down now. And his kick is good. And they double him up here. That makes our score 20-10.
So that's, CD, an important one here in the 4th quarter.
And that importance cannot be overstated. All eyes on both sidelines were staring that one down all the way. The significance is that they made it a 2-score game. Still lots of time left to go, but likely that was their goal at the start of the drive. Get 3 points, make it a 2-score game, and they were able to get it done.
19 tight, 19 tight. Here we go, here we go.
They'll try and start this drive in the air. Throwing over the middle, and it's incomplete. He started out having some troubles back in the first half connecting with his receivers. Really hasn't gotten a whole lot better.
Yeah, he's at less than 50%, and you and I both know that just won't do. So I would think about spreading things out, putting it on the receivers, make them win those one-on-one battles on the perimeter, and find their way open.
He's going to rifle one deep left side. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
Okay, ready?
The offense on 3rd down tonight, they've hit 4 of 7. This is 3rd and 10.
18 Rattler, 18 Rattler, 18 Pioneer. Go.
He'll drop to throw. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football.
Oh, one of the linebackers has got it.
And they are going to take possession of the football inside the 15 at the 14-yard line. The pocket collapsed around him. I know we talk about it a lot, but a QB has to have that sixth sense, doesn't he?
He really does, and I know of one team at one point was training their quarterback with that time frame, and anytime he didn't get rid of the ball within the right amount of time, they would blow a horn or blow a whistle to show him this is what that time is, just what you're talking about, training him to understand this is the amount you have, make sure the ball's gone. Didn't happen in this case.
Back to the air on second down, Purdy.
Not only did he have a chance to scan the field there, it felt like he had a chance to scan it twice. The protection was that good. Unfortunately for him, the coverage downfield, equally good.
The chance of wasting this great starting field position, a real threat. This is 3rd and long.
Purdy now to throw.
Buying time to his left. And he couldn't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. A nifty bit of scrambling there. 12 yards, first down.
Now that's a killer because you think you get it absolutely covered, and then he hot-foots it out of there and picks up a first down. Drives you crazy as a defense.
Looked like, you're exactly right. Looked like a for-sure stop on 3rd, and then the tables turned.
Mitchell will score. Touchdown, 49ers.
Sometimes offense can get too cute down near the goal line, but there's nothing fancy about this one. As Coach Lombardi would say, we get a seal here, and we get a seal here, and we run this play in the alley. And that's good work to hit the hole hard and finish in the end zone.
Here is Wisnowski to boot it away following the touchdown. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And he'll wind up getting a couple extra yards here for his trouble and bringing it out of the end zone as he's down at the 27. Back on offense, New York gets set to take over. Their mini 2-game win streak appears it might be going by the wayside unless they can pull a rabbit out of their hat.
They go play action here on first down. He's going to fire this thing deep right sideline.
And he will finally be escorted out of bounds down inside the 35.
Big yardage that time for the Jets. 42 yards.
After review of the play.
So the challenge there does not go their way. This will indeed remain a completed pass.
Back to throw now on first down. And that one incomplete, but now a penalty flag coming in late. That might be PI.
Defense.
So they take a decent shot, CD, and the flag comes out for pass interference.
Yeah, a little DPI, as they like to call it in the business, right? And the farther you get downfield, the more frenetic things get, and the more calm and control you have to remain as a defender. That was a little bit of a slip there, and the penalty will go against him.
Now a throw to the end zone on first down, but it winds up incomplete.
And that's another play that's painted the picture of this game overall. It's been a blowout. It's been continually fueled by big turnovers and stops for one side and an inability to advance the ball from the other.
Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down. Now, the trials and tribulations of being a quarterback in this league, it's tough. It's got to be wearing on him out there.
Well, he has been sacked a number of times. He had an interception, so I'm going to give him a skosh of credit for hanging in there and trying to make something happen, despite the amount of pressure he's been under this entire game.
Dragon 60.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw.
And that is too far out in front. He couldn't haul it in. Incomplete.
At this point in the game, they've got to continue to try anything they can. They're still working at it, even though this one feels like a lost cause.
As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. And it's going to be batted down, and will go the other way with a football. They can't hook up here on the 4th down pass attempt, and the 49ers are going to get the football back. The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. Been a very strong performance for them, really, on both sides of the football. The turnover on downs the most recent example, and now, obviously, they're in a great spot here.
Yeah, if you're over on the bench right now, you're shaking hands with your teammate, you're hugging him, give him a little dap. Been a big, big performance for them. Now you just don't get careless. Take care of the ball on the way out.
2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's 49er football here as we get you reset.
They'll come up 2nd and 7. On the counter, Mitchell.
And able to get it across the 20 before they get to it.
45 yards rushing for him now as he's carried it 13 times.
Hate to be blunt, but it is just continuing to prove to be the case that this O-line is manhandling this D-line right now.
They deserve to roll up their sleeves and show up their biceps because they're doing exactly what you just described, manhandling the defensive front. They've got the leverage, they're powering through, and they're controlling this game.
Now the Jets going to use the second of their 3 timeouts. And they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the first down. And they take a knee.
.38-yard line, 2nd and 11. Up the middle, here's Mitchell.
And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. That burst good for 20 and a first down.
First down, 49ers.
Well, partner, you and I were excited for this.